All right, all right. Praise the Lord. And coming back once again, I want to give a shout out to Elder Jones. Beautiful email. And Pastor Watkins. Y'all know oftentimes I sit down with a lot of pastors, a lot of ministers, and they love to hear from a minister of music's point, on a lot of different things because next to the preaching, the pastoring seemed like the most biggest thing else that's in the church is the music ministry. And I'm not saying one thing is more important than the other. Everything is important. But these kind of stick out a lot. And the title of this video, They Don't Want to Appreciate Me. You see the title up there. Brother, let me tell you something. I've been where you at plenty times. And I know that we are all different. And you know why I feel you? Because the Bible tells us to know those that labors amongst us. It tells you don't muzzle the ox. Give honor when honor is due. And then it goes even further and say some deserve double honor. Even on people's 9-to-5 job, you always got somebody working that extra mile. But let me tell you something if you don't know this. The people that really need to be appreciated never are. They're always overlooked. Because it's so many other people that they are haters. They want their name called out. But the ones who's pushing and laboring, faithful, humble, dedicated, ain't missing no programs like yourself. Love the Lord. God is the head of your life. You the one that's overlooked. I'm going to tell you something again in this video. The best thing that JT did, and I tell the world is, I don't care how many of my family members look at me. They know I keep it real. The best thing I did was got out of my home church. Biggest blessing, getting away from my home church. I love them to death. But you can't get me to go down there and go back to that church and be a minister of music to save my life. It's not going to happen. And I'm not going to go into details why, but you can put two and two together. We just had appreciation not too long ago. My church I'm at now, I have made my 7th year at that number of completion. They sent out invitations 6-7 months ahead of time to I don't know how many people. And let me tell you something, brother. I'm talking about me now because I want you to feel what I'm saying, what I'm about to get ready to say. Because you're going to have to get to that point to start looking over people, forgetting about it. And I know that's a hard thing to do because you should get appreciated. People don't understand that sometimes just saying thank you. But they sent out, I don't know how many invitations. And let me tell you something, your boy played for a lot of people. I don't play for a lot of people, still do, but I have cut down a lot of stuff. Because as my big brother Mini Man say, if God ain't in it, JT is not in it. All that laboring, all that playing, all that doing stuff at the last minute. And you would think, okay, this for JT and his brothers. Oh, it's going to be full. You know how many people showed up at the appreciation? You know how many choirs showed up? You know how many musicians showed up? None. We had to wind up playing at our own appreciation. My church family was there. And my sister Vivian Clark and Curtis Clark and my mama. That was it. No musicians showed up. All of them lied. 22 choirs they sent invites to. They said, we'll be there. None showed up. But see, the thing about me, I got to put my smile on my face and hold my head up high. I'm so used to not having support because I've been at this thing for a while. And I have gotten used to not being supported. Having support. And I'm fine. Because I learned, little bro, if I wait on people to do stuff for me, I'll be dead. And then them to be the ones getting up lying at my funeral. Told JT didn't all shit. Sit down and shut the hell up. You don't even know JT. You wasn't even there for JT. I be telling people that know me, if I leave before y'all and them folks get up and start lying about me, get up and snatch the microphone out their hand. Because they lying in the church. I had to joke with that, but I'm being real. Folks will step on you. Let me say this like Mitty Man. The very well people you do the most for will tell you to kiss their rear end. And Mitty Man, I couldn't agree with you more, bro. And I'm going to give you another something you might not know. Most of it going to be your own family. That's why I had to get out of the family church. You will wear yourself down trying to help everybody. I'm talking about where I done been, bro. I ain't talking about what I heard. That's why I learned to do better. Man, all that ripping and running back then I was doing, you know what I did? Work myself into the hospital. And you know when I got back on my feet, everybody went, well, come on back. Come on, start back doing this. You know what I told all of them? Can't do it. Find you another dummy. But I'm not calling you a dummy, bro. I ain't even really mean to say that. Forgive me on that. Find you somebody else who will do that. Because you should be appreciated. Let me tell you something. I know a cat right now. Been at his church 20 years now. I'm not going to reveal his name because I know how he is. But been in his church 20 years, minister of music, humble. Rarely even missed a day. Make all the engagements. And here's the other thing. He don't hardly take nothing from the church. And you know they've been overlooking this brother all those years. I know another cat. He's in his 40s now. Been directing at the same church since he was 19 years old. Not once have they even said, let's do something for him. Even if it was just a little gathering and had a little cookout for him. Nothing. And he's still there faithful, dedicated. See, I'm coming from a minister of music point of view, but coming real also. Don't get so caught up when somebody say they're going to do something for you, they can turn around and disappoint the hell out you. And I know where you at, man. Oh, man. And you will be frustrated. I'm not going to get on here and lie because I was very frustrated the first few times out of my life. But once I started getting in this word and studying and reading scriptures, showing you how people going to be, I wasn't shocked at nothing else. So I'm prepared for whatever comes my way. I don't expect a lot of people to do nothing for me. And that's cool. You know why? Because I'm going to get that big blessing. I want my reward coming from God. That's another reason why JT, like you say, learn all you can on them tutorials, man. That's why they on there. If you notice, JT ain't never took not a single one down in spite of all these haters on her who's mad because I quit doing them. I've never took not one of them down. And what's sad, they still looking at them. They don't comment, but they looking at them. I know that because I feel that in the spirit. I know I will be looking at them. Anything that's free and I can still learn on it and it's still up there, I'll be turning it up. But see, when it comes to, well, let me see. Let me use Mitty Man for example. If Mitty Man would say right now that, and I'm not telling Mitty Man to do it, I'm just using him for an example. Long as my big brother been on here, if he was to say right now, let's put together something to appreciate JT for all the work he's done. And then I say vice versa. Let me put something together to do for Mitty Man for all that he has done. And let me just say, can we get $1 a piece from everybody? Man, you know folks gonna have a fit. You know they will. Oh, now he want the money. He want money. They let you know how people are. When Many Man told me his CD was coming, he'll tell you. When I said when it's ready, shoot me an email. I'm going to slide my card. Many Man know I'm a man of my word. When Many Man called me and say, I need you to do this, or let's do a segment or a blog talk, I'm there. He know that, unless I'm busy. And by me doing this project, my brother have the utmost respect for me. And he understand when I can be there, I can be there, but when I can't, I can't. But see, the thing is, we have that relationship. And I ain't never met Many Man in person. We met through the spirit. So I feel like I've been knowing him all my life. Because he won't do nothing to harm me, and I won't do nothing to harm him. He's a minister of music, you're a minister of music. We talk about this type of stuff all the time. People just plain don't want to appreciate you, man. And then they get mad when you up and leave and go to another church. Let me tell you something. It is hard. Let me see, I guess that was about 5 years ago, maybe 6. When I was working 12 hours a day, I'm talking real people, it is hard as hell to get off work, you already wore out. Then you got to get off work, and see, I was an out-of-town driver. Get off work, go get ready, hurry up, get something to eat, and go to the church and deal with a bunch of folks who don't even like you. Half of them telling you to go to hell. And then they don't want to pay you nothing. And you got a family. But they want you to give your all in all. But don't want to give you a raise. Don't even want to say thank you. Let me tell you something. A minister of music position, a pastor's position, those are full-time jobs because ministry is 24/7. And I had to make up in my mind, well, let me say that right, God got me doing what God needed me to do. And I thank God for that. This is why I reach out so much, man. I want every young musician who's looking at this to understand that you're going to go through some hell and hot water dealing with Christians. Half of the pastors and ministers of music don't even get along now. Hell, half of the deacons and preachers don't get along nowadays. Half of the congregations don't like their pastors. If you was to shoot a camera off at them, that's why a lot of them getting voted out. And then the ones that's good for the church, them the ones they vote out the quickest. That's the one that need to be there. So when it comes to getting appreciated, man, this is something you just gonna have to I hope and pray it don't discourage you, man, to stop playing. I pray that it don't, man, because it's easy to get discouraged. And then especially when you got another minister of music who's in charge that don't want to help you, don't want to show you nothing. I'm telling you, bro, I done been through all of that. That's why I growed and I learned. I lived and I learned. I sat back and observed a lot of stuff. And the ones who claim they love you so much, them the ones stab you in your back, man. And they stab you hard. They leave a mean scar on you. But you got to forgive them and you got to move on. Just remember that your reward comes from the Lord. Because man will fail you and disappoint you every chance they can. So with that being said, young brother, and anybody, any minister of music looking at this, hold your head up high. Because the ones you think gonna be there for you, them the ones gonna tell you, kiss their butt. You don't need to be appreciated. And I'm gonna leave on that. God bless you and God keep you. Peace.